A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here we go. Right. Go.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, second and a yard. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his 12th rushing touchdown, his 14th overall. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Yeah, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Hey, zero.
Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Here we go, son. Let's go, Alpha right here.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here we go. Angel. Right.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They get this out left. Touchdown, Bills. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Jump. 11. All right.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go. EQ. All right.
They'll run with Cook. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Go.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs taking it in. And the Bills open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's Wilson to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Down to the 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Wilson wants a different look. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson, short pass to Howard. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now they'll shift things around.
Punch left, punch left.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Block that, block that. Hey, hey. Hey, zero,
In motion
zero,
left
zero.
goes Sutton.
19.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go,
The
son.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Punch right. Hey, 551, 551. Tonight.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here we
The
go.
Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
Tonight.
And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
14, run it.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now a 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
36 power. All goes special. All goes special.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Again, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, it's Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Chip slant. Yep. Go.
Now Fields.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
Hey, Monday.
To the air again, Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bills extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gun, gun, gun. Touch 50, touch 50.
Throwing is Wilson. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up.
24-yard gain on the play. First down,
Check, check.
Broncos.
Push left, push left. Gun, gun, gun. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Friday, 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 Friday. 14.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception.
Khair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here we go.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Out, let's go. Sit high.
Now it's Fields. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
All go special. All go special. Good shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you, no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Touch 50, touch 50. Hey, alert, alert, alert. 14, 14. Start.
Now Wilson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Chen.
Fields on first down.
It's complete to Cook. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 45 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Back now in Buffalo, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 0. Run it. Alert. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Hey, guys, listen. Start.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
14,
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
3rd and 14.
Start.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Matter.
Fields on 3rd down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Fields. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right.
To throw is Fields.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Right.
Fields throwing again. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Fields going to move them around.
Go.
Left side, Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
Right.
It's caught at the 1. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. We're good. Punch right. Hey, 551. 551. Stay high.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Sit high.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, alert! Move the team. Spot that. Screen, eh?
2nd and 10 now, Wilson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Screen, eh? Cut.
Again, Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Here's Fields. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buffalo, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.